all of you who have come here at such a short notice. This journey actually started in year 2005 and 6 when I first heard about this pistol. I was posted in Ludhiana and Vice Chancellor of Punjabi University, Dr. Bhagat Singh was his name. He was in Ludhiana for a function and he mentioned that some documents of Shaheed Bhagat Singh were in Punjabi University but they had gone missing. So I did that story, and after that story appeared, some researchers who were researching Bhagat Singh's documents, one of them is Professor Chaman Lal. So he told me about this pistol, and but at that time I tried to find from the Flower Academy. I could not get permission. This was I think post-terrorism era, and I did not have such a DGP who has such a sense of history and he knows the importance of research. Eventually, I left the research in between, and then I owe all this book to my colleague Sarika Sharma. She is quite shy and she is sitting, I think, in the back row. And she did a series on Bhagat Singh. A researcher, Aparna Vaidik, from Hisar or Kurukshetra, I'm just missing that. She got access to Bhagat Singh's files in Lahore. Most of the files related to Bhagat Singh are in Lahore. So Sarika Sharma did a series on that, and in the last part of the series she mentioned about the missing pistol, and she mentioned the number of the pistol which was not known to me earlier. And from that number I thought that now this is a big clue from which I can work on. And then I discussed with the DG sir, and he told me to get back soon, and so he told me that you have to try Amritsar revenue records because Lahore was under Amritsar, or you have to try the state archives or Flower Police Academy. So he gave me permission, and I went to Flower, and as you know, police department is not very open. I'm saying this in front of him. So once in Flower, I was actually lost all hope, because the director of the Flower was IG Kuldeep Singh, and I had a huge tiff with him when I was in Ludhiana. I was crime reporter there, he was SSP. He had sued me for 2 defamation cases, and those went on for 5 years. I said, ye to mar gaye, ye to mujhe andar bhi nahi ghusne denge, And but that was such a learning experience. Like police officials have large heart, He said, he welcomed me like anything. He said, chalo purani galna ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਮੇਰੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਮਾੜਾ ਲਿਖਣਾ ਨਾ, ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਜੋ ਲਿਖ ਲਿਆ ਸੋ ਲਿਖ ਲਿਆ. So he said कि I don't know much, and so he said my deputy director Ravcharan Singh Barar, DG Ravcharan Singh Barar, he's here, why don't you talk to him? And that day I was very hopeful that now I will be able to find the pistol. Mr. Barar is here, he especially come here. I think he took permission not only from police department but also from a high court appearance today to be here in this function. He is ex-cricketer also and expert in weapons. And so by some queer luck, wherever I was posted, he was also transferred there and posted. So I was in Bathinda, I was there, I was in Ludhiana and Jagrao. He was everywhere, and then he took a lot of pains. He actually went into the storerooms where all the records of weapons and whatever the communication was at the Flower Academy. I must tell about the Flower Academy. It is about 150 years old. It was established in 1860 by British as a police training school. And later on, after independence, it was converted into a Punjab Police Training Academy. And I think it may be a deemed university or now, if I'm not wrong. So it's also running postgraduate. So all the case files, all the weapons, important weapons were sent to the Firearms Bureau in Philor for training of the recruits. This pistol, when the judgment of Shaheed Bhagat Singh was announced, the judge directed that all this pistol and other case files should be kept at Firearms Bureau Philor for training of other recruits. They gave this because this is one of the first pistols which saw a huge forensic examination to establish that Bhagat Singh actually shot J.P. Saunders with this pistol. This is a US Colt .32 pistol, and to establish this they fired several rounds from this pistol and from all available US Colt pistols. So then they could match the prints on the bullets and cartridges to establish that this was the pistol which was used for Saunders' murders. So this pistol was supposed to be kept at Lahore, but in 1931 when the judge gave this direction, he told Lahore police to send it to Philor, but they never sent, they sent it very late or something. We don't know what happened in those 10 years. But eventually, what we learned from that series by Sarika Sharma was that that pistol was still missing. So my story began from there. Thank you, Prabhu.
Jitendra, we met only 2 days ago for the first time.
Yes.
And you said that it's very difficult for you to give a speech. But having heard you now, I think it's easy for you to give a speech. You were just playing tricks with me. I think you will do very well as a speaker.
Yeah, my wife will vouch for that. She speaks a lot, you know.
You speak a lot? Now the point is that there are two aspects to this which we will discuss. One is your role in finding, locating, discovering that pistol. The second is you as an author. It could have been two different people. It could have been one discovering it and one other writing it, but it is the same person. When you do something different from the norm, you are a journalist with the Tribune, you could be writing for the Tribune all your life, getting a salary. I believe Tribune gives a pension also, I don't know whether it's a contentious issue or whatever it is. The point is that you have a service, a career. Nobody compelled you to do something different. Where did that urge come from to go and start locating, searching for this pistol? How did you decide to become different from the norm? And how much courage or guts did that take? Let's talk about first the act of finding the pistol.
Yeah, when I found the pistol, you know, it was big news for everyone. I was like a number of historians, Mr. Malvinderjit Singh Badach is here. He has done most of books on not just Bhagat Singh but also Kartar Singh Sraba also. So he called me up, he complimented me. Harish Jain, historian, he complimented me. So slowly it sunk in that it was something big, and probably this could be the defining moment of my career. It also led me to the relevance of this pistol, that how relevant this pistol is. I was actually intrigued that Shaheed Bhagat Singh used this pistol once. He never used it again. So why he did not use it again? And then I was following a lot of controversies about him. You know, some researchers have termed him as a terrorist. So I wanted to read about him more. And slowly, as I was reading, I realized that this weapon is actually a weapon of non-violence. Because with this weapon, Bhagat Singh evolved from a person who believed in killing someone to raise his voice. When he killed J.P. Saunders on December 17, 1928, he threw a kind of a hollow bomb in the Delhi Assembly about 5 months later on, and he surrendered to the police. And at that time, he could have killed anyone, but he did not. So I have this feeling that he was a bigger preacher of non-violence by his acts of throwing that hollow bomb. He had the wherewithal, the means to create any kind of bloodshed or more killings or something, but he did not do it. So that prompted me to write about him. And you know, like all Punjabis, I thought that Bhagat Singh, we all know about Bhagat Singh, you know, who was he, but I discovered him, you know, the more I read about him, I read Mr. Badach's book, Mr. Murani's book, and Mr. Harish Jain's book. And Professor Jagmohan Singh is actually running a website. I didn't know that, and he has put all documents of Shaheed Bhagat Singh's life. He was such a prolific writer just at the age of 23. I don't think so at the age of 23 I had read some serious book in my life, you know. That's a candid admission. So at the age of 23, that guy had read almost every available book at that time, from Karl Marx to Indian writers to Rabindranath Tagore to others, and it was amazing, you know, and the way he, sacrificed his life, something. And I also find that, you know, we actually, the younger generation, don't know Bhagat Singh. So with this book, when I started, I first thought that, you know, this will be a good investigative piece of journalism. How does a journalist uses the different tools, and how he uses his communication and everything, how he uses his network to find out something. But then to tell the readers the relevance of this pistol, I had to read a lot of these books, and I was actually very thankful that I'm reading these books, that I come to know about Bhagat Singh. One of his last address, he has candidly said that I was a terrorist in the beginning of my revolutionary career, but not later on. So he has huge statements he has made.
In fact, absolutely true, but I